Okay, good morning, one and all. We're not totally sure how many people are tuning in to this session. And actually, first of all, please forgive me because I don't have my proper microphone in here. I'm actually in the office. You might hear my colleague Mike, who's sat right opposite me. We've got the window open. There's parents pushing their kids in their prams going by. There's postmen all over the place. I think I even saw a milk van earlier. So yeah, do be aware that we're we're in a real situation here. Okay, so anyway, all that being said, in fact, Mike, I'm going to ask, could you just check on our YouTube, just make sure this feed's going through for us fine, please. So look, I mean, this session is to some degree a special and unique one, not least because I've got that shocking handwriting once again up there. But it's special and it's unique because basically we'd like to use this broadcast to say a bit of a thank you to someone. It's actually someone I've never met, which feels a little bit strange, but nevertheless, I'm sure we can remedy that. And maybe the person we're going to talk about in a moment, maybe there's an opportunity to meet this person and have a chat and have a cup of tea, which I know this person likes, even sort of to a degree. Not only likes their cup of tea, they enjoy spilling it down the corridor on the way to the classroom. So look, I'd like to draw attention to one individual here, and I'm just going to show an image of the individual down here. Now, here's the person we are talking about today. This individual here, her name is Mrs. Crowley, and she teaches at a school up in the northwest of England, and the school is called Wirral Grammar School, which I'm going to try not to spell incorrectly. Wirral Grammar School. I'm assuming you guys that it's probably called the Wirral Grammar School, is it? Or is it just Wirral Grammar School? And anyway, Mrs. Crowley, let me write that in here for you. Mrs. Crowley. Mrs. Crowley here, she, after... Nothing coming through, Mike?
I can't see.
Have you looked on the live events?
Live stream on offline.
Yeah. Hey, we're definitely broadcasting.
Okay.
I'm going to actually check on my broadcast to see what's going on, see if anything's coming through. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Yeah, we're good. Anyway, excuse that little introduction, folks. This is somewhat of an impromptu live show. So yeah, so excuse the somewhat amateurish nature of this. Mike's giggling over the way there. That sounds probably horrendous, but anyway, we're all good anyway. So look, getting back to what I was talking about a few moments ago. I really want to sort of make a couple of points about Mrs. Crowley because I think it's really important to honour a couple of things. First of all, Mrs. Crowley is retiring in a few weeks' time. So I mean, I think first it's fair to say that on behalf of the school, on behalf of the sector, Mrs. Crowley, I think everyone would like to say a bit of a thank you to you and a congratulations on seeing it through and getting it to the end line. So thank you for everything you've done. I know that specifically from Ellie, Jess, Eleanor, India, Holly, Abby and Shana, I know who have massive respect for you. I don't know which of these is each of these individuals, but from these girls here, some of which have had their heads plonked into the photo here. I know they wanted to say a huge thank you to you, and I know they've really valued the rapport that you have with them in the classroom, and I know that they've really valued the way that you do things. They also highlighted to me a couple of things that they found a little bit funny that you do, Mrs. Crowley. So I was going to mention a couple of those. I mentioned one already, which is your kind of use of the cup of tea. Okay, so my understanding of the cup of tea is that it's an every lesson thing. So first of all, reflect on those caffeine levels in retirement and see how that goes for you once you don't have to be up to be in school at 8 o'clock every morning. The other thing that the girls mentioned to me, and Sean I should mention specifically, because Sean was the person who approached me about doing this, but the other thing that they said to me is that you're spilling this cup of tea quite often down the corridor on your way in. So I can kind of picture that very easily because I myself do something very, very similar as I try and handle 2 or 3 cups of coffee through 2 fire doors to get into our office. A couple of other things that girls mentioned to me, and I really like the sound of this. They said that you had somewhat of an obsession about cutting and sticking. And I've known a number of teachers who have this same obsession, and the girls mentioned, Sean mentioned specifically cutting and sticking mark schemes into packs, into notes, into all those kind of things. So I think it's worth a special mention that that you have the tendency to get the students doing those things also. And Sean kindly, I'm sure you're not embarrassed about this at all, Sean also mentioned it to me that you have a little few problems sometimes with reprographics. And she mentioned specifically that you have a great intent always of trying to do numbered pages for things like notes packs and things like that. But my understanding is that notes pages and numbered pages, I should say, often go wrong. Is that fair to say, Mr. Crowley? I'm obviously only reporting what I've been told, but I've been told that fairly often what should be page 3 will be page 126 in the notes, for example, or what should be page 4 will be page 76 in the notes, for example, and that often that you refer to those notes when you're teaching, and the girls try and turn to those pages and can't find what on earth you're talking about. So it kind of seems a little bit humorous. We've all been there, right? We've all done similar things. But listen, I also wanted to sort of stress from our point of view, Mrs. Crowley, something that I feel is important as well. Obviously, you and I have never met. To my knowledge, I might be wrong about this, but I don't think we've spoken. Correct me if I've got that wrong. But one of the things that I wanted to say that Sian said to me, which was really kind, she said that a sentence was something on the lines of, Mrs. Crowley clearly respects your work, James. And I just wanted to say to you, thank you for believing in kind of what we do and utilising what we do. And thank you for people like yourself who get my work and our business off the ground, enabling us to be hopefully what is going to be a more impacting organisation in the future. So from my perspective, I just wanted to say a personal thank you. I also wanted to say a personal good luck. Not that I think you'll need it. I never like saying good luck. It sounds like it's kind of out of your hands. And the other thing I was going to say as well, Mrs. Crowley, is I was really going to encourage you to have fun. And I'm sure that's exactly what you've got planned for retirement, which is clearly well deserved. Don't miss the school too much. When you get that sort of pang of, what would you describe it as, that pang of missing the classroom, that pang of kind of loneliness because you haven't been around the staff room and so on. Just remember all the things that you've got the option to do in your retirement, whether it's being active and walking, going on holidays, doing whatever, spending time with family. Enjoy every moment of it because it's extremely well deserved. And I know the girls, I'm going to mention again, I'm sure you've had many groups in the past, but this group, Ellie, Jess, Eleanor, India, Holly, Abby and Sean, and what I can tell you right now is that these guys really respect you. They approached me to do this, and not out of anything kind of flashy, but because they wanted to show you that they really care about you and that they wish you the humblest and best, wrong word there, but they encourage you to have the best retirement possible. So yeah, so all that being said, we just wanted to wish you that, say a massive thank you, say good luck from Royal Grammar School, from mypexam.org, from James, from Mike, who sat opposite me, from the Everlearner, which is our business name. You can see what we're going to do from next year, Mrs. Crowley. We wish you the very best. What I will do, Mrs. Crowley, I'll ask Sean to forward you one of the emails that we've had between us. It's got my phone number at the bottom of the email. Perhaps you can drop me a line and we can have a chat at some point, either later today, another time, just to catch up and to speak in person. All the best, good luck, and make sure you enjoy that retirement. I'm going to be, I think it's a great opportunity for you to have a great time. Now, I've actually, I think, the button I thought I was going to use to stop the show is not actually available to me right now. So, yeah.